All right, so we're back with the Jackery. Which one we got is up on screen right here. You can see that video. Click the link up in the corner, the pop out right now to show the video on us doing the unboxing here. So we're gonna do a few things. I've not had an opportunity yet to actually plug it in, turn it on, download the app and all that. So user manual, power cable. I do have also the stuff for the solar panel, so we'll probably at least try to plug that in so we understand that. But we're gonna see what we can do here. So let's just plug it in first, get it charging and get it turned on. To open it, and that is hard to get open. That is closed up. All right, so I got that open. Let's go ahead and get it plugged in back here and hope that I'm close enough to my outlet over here. Yeah, this will be fine. Everything's good. So got it plugged in, and you can see the light here popped on. Ooh, and it just turned itself on. I didn't even push that. So we can see now that it's getting an input and that it's charging, and you can see as that goes up how the charging is going there. So it's doing a really good job charging off the wall. So it looks like based on this, you can see the hours going down on it. I'm guessing that this is saying that this will be fully charged in about 2 hours right now, and that number keeps dropping. So it's getting plenty of input. It was already at 28% when it turned on. So now we're at 1.6 hours. So it says it's getting an input of 1400 watts right now. So in about an hour and a half, this thing will be fully charged. So while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and try to get connected to the app. So we're gonna go, I've already downloaded the Jackery app. I've got the book here. Sure, we'll allow it to send notifications. We will agree. Let's create an account. All right, so now we are logged into the app. Now we're logged into the app. It would help if I could talk well. So we're gonna go ahead and add a device. So clicking the add button here. Jackery, allow. And you can see it already found, it did a scan, Bluetooth scan here, and it found the E2000 Plus. That's the one we're looking at here. And it is that simple. Bound successfully. Do you want to connect Wi-Fi? Sure. Connecting, it says. So you can see in this couple minutes that we've been here, it's already gone from 28% to 32% now. So that's only taken about 4 minutes. So now we're back in the app, and you can see what information, this is my first time looking at this too. So we can see what information that we're looking at here. It's showing, it's charging, its temperature. It's showing the input right here of how much input this is getting right now. And if I had anything plugged into any of the outlets, it would show what the output was as well. And I guess these are some options on the screen down here. Steady on, so I'm guessing that for 2 hours that screen would stay on maybe, I don't know. Shortly on, oh, so the screen you can choose whether, so if I hit, so Mika, go ahead and get down here. I'm gonna hit off in the app, and the screen turned off. So if I do 2 minutes on, now it's back on. So this is all from the app. I just did that from the app. I didn't touch anything. I did the 2 minute on, so it'll stay on for 2 minutes, or I can do 2 hours steady on, and it would. So that's cool. So not a ton here in the app, but some pieces here lets you see. So wherever we are, we'd be able to see what's going on with it, and then we're back at our home and see that we've got the Explorer 2000 Plus is our unit, and then I could go do other information with this if I so chose. But that was pretty easy to get connected to. As soon as I got the account created and got into the app, it showed up pretty quickly once you went to add a unit, and I can always come up and hit this plus up in the top corner and search for more if I ever got any other things added, any other Jackery products to our family here. And then obviously you got your normal stuff that you can go in and do here. So I'll let you look through the rest of the app by yourself. But thus far, this is pretty simple. We're already at 34%. This is saying that it will be charged and fully charged 100% in 1.4 hours. Pretty slick. So let's then see how we hook up one of these panels. All right, so I went ahead and pulled out a panel here, and obviously it's just sitting here in the kitchen, so it's not going to get the right angle and all that sort of stuff. But and it's inside, so it's not going to get sun. But I just want to see how to connect it up. So, like you saw before, it's got a clip in the middle and the back, and then it's magnets up here to close it all up. And then you can just carry it, unfold it, and if I were going to lean it back, all you got to do is pull those out and lean it back to the angle you want. Something cool on it. So if you come over here, you can see there's this circle here, and it's got this little black dot in the middle. So this is a really simple way that once you get it out in the sun, you want to see the shadow of that black dot hit right in the middle of that double circle that's in there. And that tells you that you're at the proper angle, that it's going to get the most direct sunlight and provide you the most power. So really simple way to see if you're at the right angle, and you can use the legs and spin it and all that sort of thing to get it at the angle you need. So to connect it up, once again, I pulled this out. I haven't looked at it yet, so we're just going to continue to not look at it. So to connect it up, on the side over here, so probably generally when I would do this, I would want this unit over here, but it's got a long cable, so this will work for now. So we're going to undo the cable, and you've got your plug end here, and on top of this side over here is a little piece that you can pop open, a little rubber piece, and then we're going to plug this in. Let's see, which way does it go? Looks like it goes this way. So we're going to plug that in there, and then let's go back around here. I'm going to unplug this back for time. So Mika, you're going to come over here. So once I take this, it looks like that just plugs right in there. So it's obviously not getting any sunlight right now. So it's not getting an input. But there are two panels, so there are two separate inputs for these panels, so you'd be able to plug in there. Also on this is a USB-C and a USB-A that you could actually charge some things directly off of this unit, off of the sun here. So I'm wondering, does that mean that even if I just have the panel, that I could charge my phone just from the panel? I don't know why you would do that, but it seems that you can. If I were to stick this outside and get this angled right, it would be picking up some input and output on this right now. But obviously, we're inside just trying to connect things up. We're learning. We're learning. So let's go back to having it plugged into the wall. So now that we know how to connect that up, that's all we really wanted to know there. But let's go ahead and actually let it keep charging up. And we are going to plug something into it. This is just a standard phone cable. It does have USB ports on the front here. So this is a USB-A that can go right in there, and let's charge the phone. All right, so plugged it in, nothing's happening because we got to turn all these ports on. So if we come down here it's getting power currently, but I need to turn on these ports. So if I click this button here, it'll turn on these ports over here. If I click this button, it'll turn on this stuff over here. Right now, we just want that. And there, my phone instantly started charging. And you can see that it is outputting 5 watts or so right now to charge my phone. And all right, so where were we? I had to take a phone call, sorry. So we're back. Phone is charging. I do wish that this was a touch screen rather than having to hit the button to get that screen to turn back on. It would be better if this was a touch or something like that. It feels weird to hit the power button to get the screen to turn back on. So yeah, we can see that it's outputting nicely. My phone's getting good charge on it here. And I also like, and this is something that I'm interested in, like I talked about, I want to see what it would look like to charge the Tesla off of this. Because with this plug here, I actually should get a stronger charge than me just having a wall plug at the moment, which is something else I'm going to talk about, is how we're charging the Tesla right now. I haven't gotten to that, but I will. I have this plugged in and charging. So if I have this plugged in to the wall and charging, it's still charging while it's putting power out. So that's nice. That's even nice. Now, I know that charging off of the solar panels wouldn't be putting this much input in like the wall is, but I'm curious to see when we need to use it, how much we can output from this and input at the same time, and how much that cycle would work. So obviously plugging into the wall, I feel like that would be better, and charging the Tesla with this plugged in the wall and then charging off of this, I feel like I'd get a much quicker charge to the Tesla than what we're doing right now, just from having this in the midst of it. So that's something that we're going to try out. We've seen how simple it is to just plug it into the wall and how quickly it charged. We've been doing this for 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. That obviously this video has been cut down, but in the time that we've taken to record this and for me to take that phone call, we've gone from 28% to 50% already. So in not very long, we've already jumped 22% in about 10 minutes or so. 1.2 hours left until it is fully charged at the speed that it's going right now. And I also have my phone plugged in, outputting 4 watts and charging my phone. So excited to continue to use this. It is, once again, hurricane season here in Florida right now. Hopefully we won't have to use this, but if we do, it's nice to have that we've got the option. So stay tuned for continuations of, I'll get this out in the sun at some point in time. We'll get the right adapter here so we can try charging the Tesla, but I'm excited about this.